Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to R&D's Secret Lair, the only place where a Spuzzem like me gets to play Magic with all of you. So what are we doing tonight? We're playing a little bit of Fires. It's a fairly standard Fires deck. We've seen Fires recently. It's got the Companion in Karuga, I think it is. Come on, load. Yep, Karuga. Draw you a whole bunch of cards in your late game. It does have a deck building restriction, but not super relevant, where all your cards have to be 3 or greater. Brazen Borrower, a little bit of bouncing. To help you get your Fires down, which is the namesake card of the deck. Let you cast 2 cards without spending mana. If you haven't played recently, you're wondering why this is good. Let you activate the abilities of Kenrith and Cavalier of Flames without basically the turn they come down. Means you get in for a lot of hasty damage really quick. Elspeth Conquers Depth for a little bit of removal. Sphinx of Foresight, mostly for the beginning, so you can scry into your Fires along with enough lands to cast it. Deafening Clarion for some early removal. Teferi, just crazy card, does a whole bunch of stuff. And Bone Crusher Giant is both a little bit of removal that you can squeeze in for the early game. Under Karuga, also a 4-3 in the late game. Not bad. So let's hop right into it. We're going to try to get out of gold tonight and hopefully get up to platinum. I think is above gold. Hopefully then platinum. Whenever we get there, we'll probably call it a night. So whether that be 30 minutes from now, 5 minutes from now, or an hour from now, it's kind of what we're going to aim for. Up against Huyuki. So an ideal opening hand usually has got 4 lands along with a Fires. This hand's not terrible. A lot of removals, which is really good against some decks. We're 1 land away from our Karuga, which just helps us catch up. So we're going to keep this up against Umori. So this is probably the Mutate deck, I think that this one is. We'll see. Lay out my temple, get a look at the top of my deck. Another land's probably not what we're looking for right now, so we'll put that on the bottom. Looking for Fires or one of our late game threats. Even Teferi wouldn't be terrible. Opponent plays a 1-3. Find another land. So we'll play a tap, land. Pass the turn. Opponent can cast their Umori this turn. They take 2 down to 2. Cast their Umori. Down, it's a 4-5. More lands, eh? Guess I'll play another tap land. Pass the turn. Might be in trouble here, though. Because it really depends on what the opponent goes with. Opponent names creature. It's about what you expect as this is a creature. So, opponent going to attackers. Gets in for 5. That's fine. Take 5 down to 15. I'm gonna crack the Fabled Passage. That's fine. Opponent getting an untapped Plains, or Island rather. Opponent plays that a 1-3. Yep, looks like the Mutate deck. My turn. Draw Fires. Good draw. I'll play out my Fabled Passage. Crack it. Switch my deck. get an island. Ton of lands in this hand. Play my fires. Play out a Deafening Clarion. Hopefully no mutated instant speed. 1, 2. Computer is running very slow. Okay, killed 2 of the creatures. When it mutates a Boneyard Lurker onto the 4/5. I'm going to leave the 4/4 on top, apparently. Get back their Poliwag symbiote. One's going to cast out another natural. Get him for 4. Take it down to 11. That was a pretty good draw. So we'll play a land. I think we played the tap land here. Play a tap land. And enter tapped. We're going to cast Clarion. For free. Both modes. And then we're going to stomp the Lurker. Get it out of here. Computer is running super slow right now. Okay, Lurker down. Get their companion down with it. Opponent plays out the Poliwag. Plays in Elysian Caryatid. I think that's how you say that. We'll play out our Teferi. Computer is running super slow, man. Sure, alter the cost.
This isn't a fight you can win.
Take down the Teferi on the opponent's Mana Dork. Get it out of here.
Don't worry, I got this.
Draw a card. Draw another land. Play out my Bone Crusher. Play out my castle. And I think I pass for now. Next turn, depending on what the opponent does, probably gonna play out Karuga. Opponent plays Brokos. Should be able to draw and then discard. Brokos is a 6/6, which is a consideration. Opponent goes to combat, gets in at Teferi. I'm just gonna scry right now. See what's on top. 2 lands, not what we want, so we'll put both of them on the bottom. No blocks, Teferi down.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
We draw a Cavalier. So we'll play out our Karuga. Cards. Play out our Cavalier. And that's the game. We'll discard the 4 lands from our hand just to be on the safe side. Cards. pump. Pump. And pump. And swing it. This game. Yeah, fire's pretty... Up until very recently, it was the top deck. Still might be, but I think another deck overtook it. Very good deck. Up to gold 1. Might not be too far from platinum here. Get some experience, some gold. We'll keep it going. See if we can get up to platinum. Hand's not bad, just need to find one more land along with the finisher. Maybe 2 more lands. We'll keep it. Gonna be able to scry for the lands that we need. Plenty of lands. So I think we're actually gonna keep all of these. Okay. We'll play a scry land, not because we need to scry, but just so that we can get the tap land out of our hand. Plays a white mana into a Healer's Hawk. I think we want to stomp the Healer's Hawk here. Just sort of keep the opponent off being able to do anything until we can get down our fires and start doing our own stuff. We've killed just about anything the opponent puts out, including the Daxos. We'll play a tap land. Stomp Daxos. Just 1-for-1 removal of the opponent right now. Opponent plays the land. Pride Mage, sure. We'll play our Steam Vents untapped. Add our fires. Play a Bone Crusher. And pass turn. Opponent plays a Heliod. Find a land. We'll play our temple. We'll scry. Other fires is probably not what we need. So put it on the bottom. Play out a Bone Crusher. Play our Cavalier. Yeah, we'll discard the land. See what we can draw. Another land, sure. We'll pump. And pump. Swing in. Opponent has to block or they lose. Keeps it up, I guess. And that's another game. Yeah, that turn 5 almost assured victory in a lot of cases makes this deck just crazy powerful. We are just a win or 2 away from having won everything. So let's keep going. I do like Sphinx. I think I'm going to keep this on the strength of Sphinx. Just really need to get to 4 mana. So let's give it a try. Against the Yorion deck. I think this is a control deck. There's a couple different ones. Was one that I saw with the new Planeswalker earlier today. But we'll see. Opponent thinking deeply. We'll throw up a hello. Opponent is here, so they're just thinking about the first move deeply. Deafening Clarion, pretty good. Gives us a little bit of early interaction. Fabled Passage. I actually think I want Fabled Passage and then the Deafening Clarion. So we'll draw our Fabled Passage for turn. Flare Temple. Scry one, we'll leave it on top. So we did manage to find the 4 lands that we need. Rose Spiral, okay. Is this Yorion Ramp? That's another deck that was running around. So we'll play the land. Still not gonna the card on the bottom, just want to clear up my tap lands before they're relevant. Opponent plays a Risen Reef, means next turn you're definitely Clarioning. Opponent did miss their land drop too, so that's good for us. We'll do both modes because why not? Risen Reef down. Plays the Tapland. Plays the Tameo.
Let us see. I noted this
looking for Cavalier. Does not manage to find himself a Cavalier. Only need 5 lands basically all the time, so we'll play our Fabled Passage, crack it, see what we can hit. We'll put an island into play. We are very late for blue mana. Play our fires. Play our Sphinx. Alternate cost. Sphinx comes down. 4/4.
No tail should
Opponent
be
returns
discarded.
a land to their hand. Take some damage. Wow, okay. That was pretty good, opponent. That's not good. That might cost us the game. I don't think I need another land, so put that on the bottom. Pass back to the opponent.
I think you will find my notes helpful.
I'm looking for Cavalier. Got Nissa.
I protect that which cannot protect itself.
Getting dicey.
The land shall conquer you.
Untaps an island, hits us for 3. Life, draw a card. The land is play if they have one, they don't. Okay, so we don't have enough mana to get in this turn though. That sucks. play out of land, lose some life. Play my Cavalier. Discard an island. What do we draw? Draw another land. Opponent plays a swamp and a ton of mana. Looks like a big crisis here. Yeah, big crisis. Crisis is a 6/6. It is timing out though.
To the library.
Still looking for Cavalier opponent. Atris, miss. We got on a Cavalier that time too if they'd said Cavalier.
The land fights for
I'm
us.
gonna animate a swamp. Ooh, that's an interesting draw. Really wish I still had my fires, but probably shouldn't have played it that way. So we'll cast Deafening Clarion. Come on. There we go. Both modes. He plays an Ether Gust, and that's a good game for me. Yeah, opponent having the casualties just set us too far back. We'll scoop it up. Need 2 more wins here. Keep it going. Against Spillor. Sand's fine. Got a little bit of digging in Temple of Triumph. Teferi's pretty good. And of course we got fires. Hopefully on turn 4. Opponent is going first. Another Yorion deck. Tapland, Temple of Mystery. Lancer with their own temple. Temple of Triumph. Another Teferi. I think I'm good. Plays another Scryland. Gonna look at the top card of their deck. They leave it on top. Must be pretty good. How much do I care about Bone Crusher? I guess, except for maybe 2 damage, it doesn't hurt us to just leave it up. So we'll leave it up. See what the opponent's got. Ideally, the opponent plays a Mana Dork or something here. Something we can stomp. So the Bone Crusher was worth it. Hero's not going to be it. Opponent's going to gain some life, draw a card, get to put a land into play if they have one. They do have a land. Hero's going to the graveyard. That's our turn. I'll play a land. Play my Teferi. black man yet, so it doesn't look like I'm
Longer.
gonna
Stand by and
casualty
watch.
this game.
That's more like it.
Tick up to fairy, pass the turn. Opponent plays an omen, doing some more digging. Likes both of the cards that they see. Plays another land, plays another set.
Mind and body.
Meditate and prepare.
Gets themselves a Shatter the Sky. Good card. We'll play a land. Put some life adventures untapped. We'll play out our fires. And I think I'm just gonna stomp Narset here.
Contain your rage.
And tick up the fairy.
Here we go.
When he plays an Elspeth Conquers Death. Going after our fires. Pretty good. We'll play a land. Enters tapped. Get the scry. Another cavalier. Not necessarily what I'm looking for here. So we'll put that on the bottom. We'll play at our bone crusher. Bone crusher comes down. And we will tick up our Teferi. That's turn.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Elspeth Conquers Death ticks up. Gonna make our cards more expensive. Play a Yorion.
We still have much to learn. There are so many mysteries to uncover.
Elspeth Conquers Death comes back.
This is
Gets
hardly
rid of
my
our
worst
Teferi.
defeat.
Did manage to find a fires, but it's gonna be crazy expensive because of the Conqueror's Death. We'll play our land. What do I want to do here? I think I'm actually gonna play out my Karuga. Can't draw. Forgot about that. Yeah, that was my bad. Elspeth Conquers Death.
Keep an open mind.
Bro. Another Elspeth Conquers Death. Down. Exile our Karuga, apparently. Have the center tapped. Play out my fires. And I think I'm just gonna pass for now. No attacks. Pass the turn. Elspeth Conquers down. Give it back to 0 for a second. 0 goes away.
Put thoughtfulness
We'll look
before
at more
action.
of the top of the deck. Find a cameo. We have another Conqueror's Death. Fires. 6, 7. I do have enough to cast my Elspeth Conqueror's Death next turn, though. Field is stupid, Narset. we're gonna cast this. Exile their one that's on 1. Actually, yeah, that's good. So that's gone. Swing for 4 at the opponent. Take them down to 22. Ether Gust. They are going to take 2 from that. Put that on the bottom. Don't need it. One's going to take back their Oro for another time. Hard, give him some light. Currently, the Fury on deck just does really well against the Fires deck, or on Pilot. An Agent of Treachery to steal our Elspeth Conqueror's Death. That's good. Okay. So. Think. I'm gonna cast out my Kenrith. And that's the counter. I think that's good. I'm gonna say good game. Scoop it up. Okay, still like 3 wins away from ranking up, which is what we're aiming for here. So we'll keep it going. Against Vanaheim Prophet. Sand looks fine. We got Sphinx to find 1 or 2 more lands along with a Fires. So we'll keep it. Sphinx it up. There's a Fires. There's some more lands. That's pretty good. Yeah. Okay. I might have put that too deep. Yeah, I think I actually put it 1 too deep. Whatever. So tap land. We're actually gonna put that on the bottom for now then. Yeah. And to the bottom, pass turn. Against the Morris deck. Play a Witch's Oven. Play a land. And pass the turn. Takes some damage, plays a Butcher. We'll Borrower, put the Butcher back in their hand. Sack it if they want. Apparently they want to. Hits us for 1. Borrower's gonna go to the graveyard. We'll play a land, untapped. Play that Clary.
I am not
Bounce
going to
to
sit this
food.
one out.
Draw a card.
I'll protect you.
Draw a Kenrith. Plays the land. Plays the priest. play our steam vents untapped. Play the fires. Pick up our Teferi.
No,
play
I
out
am not making
Sphinx.
this up as I go.
Opponent wants to spend their next turn playing out 2 creatures and sacking them to kill our Sphinx. It's fine by us. If the opponent decides to play their Loris, we've got some fun stuff for that. And if the opponent does nothing, play our Kenrith into our Karuga. There's the Cauldron Familiar. Drop to 14. Get to scry 1. Don't think we need another land, so we'll put that on the bottom. You draw land anyway. We'll play a tap land. It's on top of our deck. Another land to the bottom. We'll play our Kenrith with the alternate cost. Play our Karuga, also for alternate cost. Draw 4 cards. Ton of lands. We'll activate the first ability of Kenrith, give all our creatures haste and trample. Also gain 5 life. Back up to 19. And take apart the Teferi. Get in for 14 out of our opponent.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Opponent can block if they want. Opponent gonna sack the cat and then bring it back. Yep. That comes back. We'll go down to 18. Opponent goes up to 1 and drops to 6. Opponent, you got a lot of stuff set out in front of you, but good luck. Opponent plays a Kroxa. Activates the priest in response to the trigger. We'll sacrifice our Sphinx. And I think that might be game. We have to discard a card. We'll discard a land because of why not. Probably the Hallowed Fountain. Take 3 down to 13. Opponent has 3 mana. 4 mana. What do you got, opponent? The opponent is sack the priest, make a food, bring back the cat. We'll drop by 1 to 12. One goes up to 7. I think the opponent's still just dead here. They're probably going to cast their companion. Another priest, okay. Still just dead on board, opponent. Another witch's oven. Technically keeps them alive. So they can sack the cat. If they scoop it up, yeah, it's pretty hard to come back from that position. That's another win, and we get 2 more little ticks on our tier ranking. Just need 2 more wins now. some gold and some experience. Keep it going. Up against Spillor again. Probably means we're going to lose, but we'll give it a try. Need of fires and some more lands, but we're still going to keep it. At least we know what our opponent's doing. Scry. Not really what we're looking for. All three of these to the bottom. Need 2 or 3 lands, and then our fires. One cracks a Fabled Passage. Going digging. Find themselves an island. Another Teferi's not really what we're looking for. Play Castle Vantress, pass the turn. Opponent with the Temple Garden and passing. To our turn. We draw a card we can't cast. We pass back to the opponent. Missing land drops is definitely not where you want to be with this deck. Especially this deck. Opponent draws a card. Gets themselves another Temple Garden. Still no response from us. An Uro from the opponent. I'm going to draw them a card, gain them some life, maybe put a land in play. It does have another land. Just going to let them scry. They leave it on top, whatever it is. Play another land. They're up to 5 mana versus our 2. We managed to find ourselves a land, so we will keep in the game, I guess. Play a land, lose some life, play a Teferi. We'll take up our Teferi, but we're not in a good position now.
I've got time.
Opponent plays Elspeth, can eat our Teferi.
It's only a matter of time.
Managed to find a fires, but we do not have a land. So we'll cast out our Teferi.
Sorry I'm late.
We'll take him down with no target. Just so that we can draw a card.
I've got
we
it.
find a land. Managed to find one, so we'll play it. Not going to be casting fires next turn. Which is unfortunate. Opponent plays his own Teferi.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
Let's pick up their Elspeth
Might be a
Conqueror's
bad
Death. Play a land, get the scry. Play a tap land. We'll stomp their Teferi. Teferi down. Not for long though, because Elspeth Conqueror's Death will bring it back.
We will meet again.
We'll take up our own Teferi and pass the turn.
Here goes nothing.
Opponent plays an Omen of the Sea. Scries both cards to the top. Very bad sign. Plays a land, loses some life. Elspeth Conqueror's Death.
Now
Get
what?
rid of our Teferi. That's 2 Teferis there now. That was a pretty good draw. So we're going to play our fires. Let's play our own Elspeth Conquers Death. Exile their Elspeth Conquers Death. Okay, so not the worst position in the world now. At least yet. When it plays a Shark Typhoon. Find a Kenrith. So, we'll play a Cavalier. Discard cards. 1, 2. Let's discard 2 cards and draw 2 cards. And we'll play out a Kenrith. And we will take up. Give our creature base and +1/+1 and do it again. Get in for 15. Knock the opponent down to 4. Opponent at 4. We're in a pretty good position here. Barring something super crazy, I think we have the opponent dead. Opponent plays their Yorion, that's fine. I don't think that does it, opponent. You're gonna need more than that. And because of our own Elspeth Conquers Death, can't cast non-creature spells really to pop the Shark Typhoon. So opponent's digging, trying to find a way out of this, presumably. They like both the cards. It's a bad sign. We get to draw a card. We get back our 5/5, or our 4/4 that turns into a 5/5. Does the opponent have a response? The opponent has an Aether Gust. Okay. Sure. Put it on top. Back a 5/5. Cast our Karuga. See what the opponent does. Karuga's fine. Draw some cards. Go to combat. Go to attackers. Oh, I messed up. Oh, god dang it. Oh, see how the opponent blocks. Yep, messed it up. God dang it. One still might screw up, but that was a big misplay on my part. Oh, I had to activate the Kenrith earlier than this. Yep. Man, I so messed that up. Literally, like, doing anything else. That's what I did. Copy this right here. Okay, well. We'll bounce their Yorion. Yeah, all I have to do is not screw up my play there and move it to 1. Take down both their sharks, knock them down to 3. Opponent's still not in a good position, but man, we had him dead there if we played that right. I play my Temple of Triumph. Get to Scry. Bone Crusher Giant. Don't. It is just damage. We'll leave it on top. Sure. All I need to do is not screw that turn up, man. Oh, I really hope we don't lose now. Play it to Teferi. Teferi's fine. They get a 3-3, sure.
Let's slow this down.
Let's
try this.
Penrith, sure. Probably should game right there too. I'm just making all kinds of mistakes. Opponent passing. We get to Scry. Bone Crusher's fine. Let's cast the Clarion. Both modes. And opponent scoops it out. So only one victory away from going up. Let's see if we can get there. Got a whole bunch of experience and stuff there too. Got a Triumph of Anax. Numbers are bugging out. Okay. Just try for one more win and then we'll call it a night. Against Brunhilde. Someone different this time. Okay, this hand's not the worst. I've seen better, but not the worst. We'll keep this. Against the Mutate deck again, looks like. We're going second, which is not good. A knight. Okay. We'll play a land. The game will let me play a land. Play tapped. Turn. Mori obviously for creatures again. They play. What is this? This is the mutate thing. Okay, we'll play out Island and we'll stomp the Knight. Just get rid of it. It grows far too fast, far too quickly. Also is a non-human creature, so you can mutate on top of it too. Opponent gonna hit us a little bit. Gonna lose one, gain one, that's 3/3. This one has a land from the Knight. Good for 3. Counter on their Knight. Not good, not good. We'll play a land. We'll play our Bone Crusher. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a land. So we are in a pretty bad position, but if we can make it over this hill, this little hump right here, I think we might have the game. So we will block their 3-3 with our 4-3. We can pump their knight if they want. They're going to. Which, while not good and is going to take us down to 10, does mean they're not really doing anything else this turn. Could be worse. We draw a land, which we will play. We play our fires. Unfortunately, we don't have a follow-up, so we'll pass. This card might just get there for the opponent. Is that how they're just going to spend their turn? It's looking like it is. I'm just going to pump this down to 4. 1-3. To pump their creature. We find a land. Actually, we need more red mana. So we'll play the Fabled Passage, we'll crack it. Go get a mountain. So we'll play out a Cavalier. We can discard all of these lands. We do not really need all 3 new cards. Ooh, Elspeth Conquers Death. This is a 1-drop though. Not the best. Play our Kenrith. Let's go up to 7. It's too big a risk. I think we're just gonna pass for now. Pass the turn. What's the opponent got? We've got Batra. Actually is good for us because that means that it's open to getting removed by Elspeth Conquers Death. Opponent is going to be able to kill whichever of our creatures they want, though. This is a 6/6 flyer. So you're going to go to kill our Kenrith. So we're going to gain 5 life in response. Go up to 9. And they're gonna kill our Kenrith. Okay. Presumably get him for 6. Which is fine. We'll go down to 3. Okay. 3. Get to put another counter on their flying creature. Which is fine. We'll go to our turn. Draw a card. Card that we wanted. So we'll play a tap land. Play our Elspeth Conquers Death. Exile their Batra and their other card, the Knight. Play our Karuga. Hope that the opponent has the Batra in hand. We'll just win the game here. Pass the turn. Next turn, if we get a next turn, I think we might be close to winning if we're not just completely there. So we'll pass the turn. Really just need them to not have a flying threat this turn. We should be good if we make it to our next turn. Okay, opponent gets to bounce one of our creatures. Okay. Need them to not have another bounce spell. If they have another bounce spell, they do just win here. No, any mutate. I forgot. Yep, that's pretty good. Interrupts the game, and the opponent has it. Yeah, just too much too quickly. We'll keep going. Try to get up to platinum. Hand's pretty good. Another Yori on deck. Oh man, that's not good. The bane of our existence. Sure, we'll keep this. Tap land for the opponent. Play a scry land. A little bit of scrying. Cavalier. I think I want my 5th land. Sorry, Cavalier. Opponent plays land, takes some damage. Passes the turn. Not a Cavalier anyway. We'll play a land, pass the turn. Opponent plays an Omen. Gonna do a little bit of digging. Don't like either of those cards. Put them to the bottom. Pass the turn. Okay, tap land. Birth of Elitis. Gonna get themselves a land. Sure. That's back to us. Play a tap land. Pass the turn. Opponent makes it 0-4. Plays a land. And passes the turn. I think I'm gonna play Teferi. I'm gonna play a little bit slower. I'm gonna bait out the counter spell.
I know my responsibility.
That's good. We'll take up our Teferi. Pass the turn.
Here we go.
I'm just gonna do some scrying. Really need the opponent to not have an Elspeth Conqueror's Death, but except for that, I'm good with whatever the opponent's doing. Guard set, not the best.
If you wish to surrender now, I have just the trick for this.
That's a card. Okay. So we're gonna play fires. Tick down. Bounce this.
That's more like it.
Play a land. Untapped. Play our Kenrith. Narset. Pass back to the opponent. Definitely not
You
the
are a
worst
mighty
turn in the
warrior.
world.
I concede.
Opponent has 5 mana. 6 mana now. We do have options. Shatter to the Sky. We're going to get to draw a card. And passes. Okay. So we'll start things off by taking up to Fairy.
I've got time.
We'll play our Sphinx. Alternate cost. Play our Cavalier. Alternate cost. Discard 2 cards. Draw 2 cards. Play a tap land. I'm gonna pump twice. Get him for 12. Sorry, 14. Huck the opponent on 6. Pass the turn. Might have the opponent here. I have an agent. Ah, nice. They take our fires, which lets them play another card. Play this stupid Yarion. Frick, bro. Oh man, Yarion, I hate you so much. That might have been the best card in their deck. Okay, fair enough. We play a Shatter. You are a lucky duck. That's all I'll say. I think we're gonna bounce the fires. Gives us a redraw.
Let's try this.
Another fires. Okay. We'll play our fires. Play a land. Play a This means that I got the opponent dead again, unless they've got something.
Right on schedule. Don't worry, I got
Fairy
this.
bounces our Sphinx. Play a Yarion. Okay.
Only time will tell.
That could have been a lot worse.
You show remorse. I'll show restraint.
Find it to Fairy. So I'm gonna play out my Elspeth Conquers Death. Get rid of their Yarion. Play my Teferi.
I can no longer stand by and watch.
Bounce my Elspeth Conquers Death.
I've done the
Okay.
hero thing before.
That's a card. Let's see. Play a tap land. Pass the turn. Okay, opponent. It's on you. Gotta deal with my Teferi or win the game. They might be able to... No, I think they're 1 mana short. And let's play this tap for some reason. Because I've got them dead to Cavalier. I can kill something small. So they're not bouncing.
I've got it.
Bounce the fires. I don't know. Opponent's passing? Okay. Yeah. Oh. Okay. I see your game, opponent. And my Elspeth conquers death. Exile the Teferi.
You just let me know if you're up for round 2.
Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have played this Sphinx plus the Cavalier. I messed this one up too. Oh man,
goes
am I
nothing.
gonna lose now? Keep making dumb mistakes. So they need 10 minutes. 1, 2. Oh, I'm skipping it up to Cavalier. Cavalier's enough. Sounds good. Didn't wind up costing me, but I should have played the Flyer along with the Cavalier just to make sure that the opponent couldn't block the 1/1 they could make. That would have been the correct play. I got too laser focused in on dealing with the opponent's creatures. But there we go. We made it up to platinum, I think it is. Yep, up to platinum. Pretty good. Might start working on my limited rank. I don't know. The rewards are pretty good once you get up to gold at least. And then everything else is just gravy. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me tonight, guys. Turns out Fires is still a pretty good deck. Planning on streaming tomorrow a little bit earlier, either 5 or 7, something like that. I do gotta drive up to Jersey, so I'm gonna be busy, but hopefully I'll be able to hop back on and doing this on a more regular basis. Anyway, if you're watching me on Twitch, you can check me out on YouTube at Spuzzem TCG. That's where I put all of my old streams. And if you're checking me out on YouTube right now, you can check me out on Twitch at Spuzzem TCG, no space. Don't know why I set it up differently, but I did. Anyway, that's it for me, guys, and have a good night.